It's really tough to define freedom. You can't be free in a country where people are not free. You're bound by rules. Some of them make sense, some of them don't make sense. But in Mongolia, live freely.
Chardo herdaman sardi her soreyo Chardo yatandagar samberai samberoy sarkandai chombe sandai koranju hare surkhar danger Surkhat Jamjor, yes, Sombarais. Chore, Sombarais. Charday, Sombero, Sombachare, Sombachar, yes, Sombarais. Yes, Sombarais. Yes, Sombarais.
There was something about Mongolia that always pulled me in. It was that one place where I always wanted to ride to, even before I knew where it sits on the world map.
So this goes like long back before I even got my first motorcycle.
It's great every time you ride a motorcycle like that. But then after a few years or few times of doing it, you start looking for new things. And you look for new things because that's what got you into this in the first place. And as it transpires, at least for me in my case, so it was not just about terrain, like Mongolia got great terrain, but it's new things that you discover.
Santosh is like a big brother to me. Not the kind that you grow up with, but the ones that you discover on the road. And that's what we know of each other. How he handles situations on the road and how I am as a person. So that's the kind of bond we share, and we always had a good time. It started like most reckless things do, with a phone call coming in from Santosh on a Sunday at 8 in the morning. Can you imagine that? So I knew something was different.
What's up, dude? What are you doing?
Nothing, man. Just woke up.
Listen, I'm planning to ride a motorcycle from...
He told me that he is planning a motorcycle trip starting from Kathmandu, ride across China, then into Mongolia, and then travel around the country. So that would be some 10,000 kilometers on a motorcycle for 2 months. Then the most important question came in. Would you like to join me?
Our motorcycles are here. So these were not new motorcycles. Both of these motorcycles had around 15,000 odd kilometers on the Odo already. So our technician in Chennai, they just serviced the motorcycles once and then shipped the motorcycles to Kathmandu, and then we did this trip.
Royal Enfield has always made adventure accessible, motorcycle adventure accessible. Look at the Himalayan, right? It's such a great motorcycle, and it shows you that you don't need these huge, monstrous bikes to go around the world. I mean, it takes you around the world very comfortably and lets you have a great time at it.
So now we are doing some final tweaks on the motorcycle.
Welcome to this segment of the Wandering Sombarais. It's our belief that if you prep the motorcycle right, you don't need to worry on the ride. You can see we have a bash plate because we're going over a lot of rocky terrain. Then we have engine guards, both left and right. Hand guards, if in case you fall, you don't want to break the lever or bend the lever. We've got touring mirrors on. and we'll have a headlight grill. There is a radiator grill that we added. Shashank got a touring windscreen, I didn't. Both of us got touring seats. Then we got the tail rack so that we could carry some extra luggage, and tubeless rims because we wanted to use tubeless tires. All of these are Royal Enfield genuine accessories. You will have to carry a lot of stuff on the bike, right? Like you have to carry your own camp and food and all of that. Just get the straw, it's a lot more compact. Do you have a spoke? You don't have a spoke, so you'll need a spoke. There are some places when you're like in the middle of nowhere, there are some nomads and stuff. Language can become a barrier for you to get what you want.
बाकी फूड का आज देखेंगे या बाद में देखेंगे जो फूड आइटम बाद में ना पहले बैकपैक
First we'll pack all the bags and we'll see how much space is there.
It's time to finally pack my camera gear.
Any sane person going on this kind of adventure would call this foolish.
Craziness.
But would a sane person sign up for this?
Okay, so what I'm saying is 2 bags you shouldn't touch every day.
So as soon as we started packing, we ran into this problem.
If not, this will flap like this, no?
There was some gear that we were carrying from the start and which we will only need in Mongolia, which is like 25 days away. And this caused a shortage of luggage space in our bags. So we need to prioritize in terms of what we will need on ground.
Leave it, Abhira. So suddenly, like 4 days before we were supposed to leave Kathmandu, there was a major change in the documentation process for getting the Chinese visa.
So the visa agent is here now, finally, after 2-3 days. So hopefully we'll get our visas by Thursday because we have to start on Friday morning.
It's Friday, 27th.
फ्राइडे हो गए 10-11 बजे तक वेट कीजिए इधर काठमांडू पे तो अर्ली मॉर्निंग वीज़ा आएगा तो मैं इन्फॉर्म करूँगा मैं डायरेक्ट इधर ले आऊँगा वीज़ा उसके बाद तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं.
Information about China is not available. Even on Google Maps, it was not working in China. So we were looking for a map wherein we can actually understand the kind of terrain and the places that we'll be going to.
Historical Tibet is what's written here. It's not allowed in Tibet.
I'll buy this for my personal collection.
So we just bought a map, a very old school map of Tibet. It is devoid of the current political situation or area that is governed by which and what countries. But it will tell us the old names, the original names of each and every place. So that was the best thing that we could get because we are not getting a map for Tibet, we are not getting a map for Mongolia. So we are relying on the other resources that we have with us. Maps that Santosh has of his Garmin and the other apps that he uses.
Santosh reads a lot. The kind of person who carries 3 books on a motorcycle trip and then finishes all of them.
You know what this is?
No.
This is the pilgrimage to Kailash. Okay.
Oh yes.
So they'll start from anywhere, from the remotest part, from the east part. So the thing is, you walk every few steps, and then every few steps you sleep down like this, get up and walk. And these people, they walk for thousands of kilometers. Look at that. Devotion can be really punishing also.
Through him, I think I'll get to learn a lot of things about the region, about the people.
3,000 meters in like this distance to Gulmurg.
I don't know how accurate is it, but just tell me what our route plan is because apart from Kathmandu, I don't know anything about it. I've never been to Tibetan side.
Okay, so when we cross the border, the first day we stay at Kirong, and then we do Kirong to Latse. We pass through Shigatse, and then continue towards Lhasa. Then from Lhasa, we go to this place called Nakchu. By Tutuha, you're outside the Tibet Autonomous Region.
Okay.
Then mainland actually starts.
We are here to get the food supplies. Basically, we want some dry, packed item with us that we can use it while camping or, eating on the road. क्या मिला अभी तक? सुशी बनाएंगे क्या रास्ते में? I have paper soap, but we can carry another one, like disposable or something. As much as I want to carry all the Pringles, but there's just not enough space. So everything that we are packing, there's a sacrifice to be made. This is my third trip to Nepal, but मैं पहली बार इस एरिया में आ रहा हूँ. This is called Patan. ये पाटन का दरबार स्क्वायर है. Absolutely amazing.
entire street. दोनों तरफ cafes हैं, काफी interesting cafes.
The first of the indigenous drinks that we're going to be consuming on this ride. This is made from rice beer that's been distilled.
This is goat intestine with bone marrow. And now Sabin will tell us how it is.
Now like it's very hot and leave because of that.
आप खा के तो दिखाओ थोड़ा सा कैसे होता है.
So there's a rope here. So you need to catch it here.
Okay. Huh? गायब.
Just bite the thing and don't eat the chew it there and remove that.
Slowly the bone marrow.
अभी आप लोग क्या से बाइक से जाइएगा या गाड़ी?
बाइक.
बाइक से जाइएगा. मज़ा आता है. बाइक से घूमने मज़ा आता है.
और
देखते रहो जब मर्जी रुके चलो.
वही जिंदगी है भाई हमारे तो मज़ा आता है इसमें. आपने अपना नाम रखा है सोमवाराय. सोमवाराय. सोमवाराय वो लोग हैं जो बस आप लोगों को इच्छा के हिसाब से जहाँ मन किया चले गए.
इन भाई ने जो भी मसाज करी है ना, ओह माय गॉड, मतलब रिफ्रेश ने पूरा सिस्टम रीसेट कर दिया इन्होंने. आई एम so ready for this ride. I'm so much ready for this ride, man.
So our visa was supposed to come in by 12 noon on Friday. And we thought we'll be going out and we'll start the ride the same day and we'll move towards the border.
There's a slight news, man. So that visa guys just called me. Was supposed to come by around 12 o'clock today. It still hasn't come. And latest was we could hope to get it is 4 o'clock.
If we don't get the visa on Friday, we'll only get it on Monday. But how that impacts our trip? Because we have to enter and exit China within 9 days. There's a big festival that happens in Mongolia every year. It's called Nadam. So the border was shut for 4 or 5 days. And we had to cross the border before this particular time period. Otherwise, we will be traveling some 800, 900 kilometers every day to be able to cross China within 9 days. What the hell?
In fact, I was just wearing my riding shorts.
Day one it was supposed to be.
Day one.
What a crazy day already, man. Because of all the visa situation, हम यहाँ पे 2-3 दिन और रुक गए हैं. So better make the most out of it.
There are two ways you look at Kathmandu. You look at Kathmandu from Nepal perspective and there are two different main religions, right? Hinduism and Buddhism. They exist together and they got this unique flavor that I won't find anywhere else in the world. But the other one you see is post being open to the world for travel.
A lot of people back in the day, they used to travel a lot. And of course, Kathmandu was a big hub of music, travel, adventures. So Amsterdam is the place wherein there is this cult group called Shiva tribe. So these are the people who used to ride together back in the 1980s.
And these people, right, like they bring a certain sense of spirit with them, which I think has seeped into the people of Kathmandu also.
No, what do you call this place? Ramsterdam.
Because my name is Ram, I'm from Janakpur. Yeah. That's why it's Ramsterdam, Ram, you know, from...
Ramsterdam.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff, man.
So it's like a unique place. It's very bohemian actually. It's very bohemian.
And there were so many vintage Royal Enfields all around the cafe, which were owned by the members of Shiva tribe, still in running condition. I felt at home. Kathmandu to the borders, we were supposed to leave like early on around 8 or 9 a.m. But the ride only started at around 4 or 4:30 p.m. only because of rain. And then I started loading my motorcycle with all the luggage. Almost 1.5 months, you know, how I planned everything and it all fell apart as soon as I was supposed to fit it all on a motorcycle.
मैं 1 घंटे से ऊपर हो गया, मैं बस माउंट ही कर रहा हूँ सबसे, और अभी भी बचा हुआ है सामान.
So if you ask anybody about me who has ridden with me, they will say Santosh is really lazy, he'll wake up, start really late, he'll never be on time. And the very first day we were delayed by almost 5 hours because Shashank was later than me also.
It took me close to an hour just to fix all of my luggage on the motorcycle, and it really showed the kind of preparedness I had for the trip.
So now there is one thing that's not going to be a problem on this ride. There'll never be a day when he is way too early and I'm late. And him being late I can understand because I'm always late.
So, finally, the 11,000 kilometer journey begins with a lot of delays and a lot of mess ups.
पिछले 6-7 सालों से बस फोटो ही देख रहा था मैं इस बॉर्डर की. आज क्रॉस करने का मौका मिलेगा. What I'm experiencing right now, you have to be here. Only then it will make any sense to you.
Pasa,